Samantha's with Lewis and Clark Cabot. It looks like we have 4. I don't know about the other 2 people that called in, the 309 and the 847. But we can start off with those agents.
309 is Peoria Core. Can you hear me?
Peoria. Okay. Yep, gotcha. Perfect.
Tara,
okay, so let's go ahead and start.
Tara, this is Dee. My number is the 847 one.
Got it. Okay. So let's go ahead and start off with the city of Peoria, and then we can just kind of work our way down the call-in list. As far as updates, guys, the majority of this call is just going to be updates. We really got to clean the system up with our participant numbers. It looks like we will have to go back to the old Julio report just because people aren't filling out the new one, which is a lot easier. People aren't filling it out, sending it back to me. So we have to go back to the old report to ensure that we're getting that information and then making sure the systems are aligning. I also saw that quite a few people do not have a worksite placement in, did not put any internship opportunities or paid work experience in the computers for their clients, and that's super important. So like I said, after this call, I will be sending out the old Julio report, and we will have to update that one. Hopefully, if everyone gets tired enough of it, we'll do it for a couple of weeks. Everybody will send it in, and then we can go to the new one, which is, like I said, a lot easier. But for right now, we just got to go back and do the one with all the information because we're missing so much. So the purpose of this call will be so we can go over our numbers in the system and see what we need to fix. We are asking everyone to fix everything that we're talking about today in the system by next Wednesday. I think that's a full week. If anybody has anything that, any reasons why they can't do that, please send us an email today and let us know. But we have to have the system cleaned up. It's our numbers are just kind of all over the place. And if we're pulling reports, we actually don't have accurate information because overall the system is not clean. So we're going to go through it today. All the updates will be due next week. And like I said, I'll send that Julio report out as well so we can start working on that. So we'll start with the city of Peoria first.
Okay, I'm not sure. We're both newbies, kind of fill-ins for the drummers. The Julio report, Tara, I guess off call, we're going to have to walk through that because I don't even know where it is. If it's something that
I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna send it to you today. So basically, is how many people you have in your program, how many obtained a credential, how many have jobs. It's where they're working, their occupation name, the wages that they're making, but everything it's an Excel spreadsheet, so it'll tell you at the top the information that we need to be filled out.
Okay, and old information is already there, like the first cohort, second cohort information?
No. We're working on cumulative numbers, so we don't have it spaced out. When you're giving us numbers, just give us the total numbers. Don't give us like each cohort. So if your program, you were supposed to have 20 people in it, just let us know, based off the 20 where you guys are.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
All right.
And you're going to send that to Jan, correct?
Yeah, sure I can.
Okay, thank you.
And then are you guys looking at it on the computer screen right now? You can see Natasha's screen?
No, I'm not at the office. I'm down in the other office, and I don't have connectivity down here, so I'm on a call. I'm calling in.
Oh, okay. So I would say we record these, so please go back and actually listen to it so that you can see, but we're going to tell you what needs to be updated in the Illinois WorkNet system and the IWDS system so that your numbers are accurate. So if you guys kind of jot down, something like that. Okay.
Thank you.
Where are we? Okay, so this is for them, City of Peoria, Natasha?
Yep. So the same things like the progress page in case notes need to be updated. And then, it looks like there's services that are coming through from IWDS, but we could just need to look at these other people that have, stuff that's not, either it's an open request, is it really an open request, or has the request already been made, but it's not syncing because there's a different date of some sort? So there's 16 people that you just need to go through their progress page. And if on the progress page they have requests to let IWDS know that, or IWDS staff, career planners know that, that you wanted some services entered into IWDS. If they still need to be entered into IWDS, then we need to work through that process and include Tammy and Tara. But if they're just really duplicates because they were entered into IWDS, but they used a different start date or something like that, then just remove the request. And then we know who really does have open requests and who doesn't.
Right. So Jan, the progress page needs to be updated. There needs to be case notes updated, and this is for all 16 students on both of those. And then it looks like you have 16 open service requests.
Okay. We're getting online now. She just located the laptop, so we can get hooking up to the internet or to the network now. Okay.
All right. So just type in the chat when you guys are up and going, and then we'll come back to yours so you can actually see it.
Okay, great. Thank you.
We'll go to BCS next.
Okay.
All right. Oh, come on, Eddie. Look at this. This is great.
Need a few case notes and you're good.
Yeah, so with the case notes, I do have a couple, so because three of them are popping up. Three of them are popping up and they're exiters. One was a neutral, which we did not enroll in follow-up services because he was incarcerated. And then the other two individuals were enrolled, and then they opted, after 3 months or whatnot, hey, don't contact me, yada, yada, yada. So we closed out their follow-up services after several months. And then one of the individuals is an applicant, so he's not a registrant, so I don't understand why he's popping up on that report, and that's Mr. Mitchell.
It's not popping up where?
He's popping up in one of those 5. So the add case notes 35 days.
Mitchell?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just put a side note for that.
So Mitchell's an applicant, so he shouldn't be popping up. And then, so in all reality, it should probably be just one of the individuals, and he'll be exited. So. And then for a case where an individual says, I don't want any services anymore, we go ahead and exit them. They kind of said, hey, don't contact me anymore. Do we still need to enroll them in follow-up services?
Tammy, Tara?
Once you exit them from the program, just make sure you have case notes up until the exit date.
Right.
And then just shoot us an email, put Jim Potts on there, and say, hey, this student, declined to participate. They've exited on this date, and then you should be good to go.
Okay.
Yeah, but just make sure you have follow, just something, hey, I called him, I emailed him, whatever, for that time period.
Okay.
But once you exit them, go ahead and send us an email so that we can make sure the system's not, keep pushing this person out. Is it giving you an exit date for them in IWDS?
I mean, for the individual that I'm referring to, it'll be when we exit him, hopefully within the next couple of days for December.
Oh, okay.
So he'll be exited for December.
He'll be exited for December. Yeah, so just send us an email once you guys exit him, and then just let us know the date that you're going to exit him. And then just, like I said, make sure you have case notes in there just to say, he told me on this date to not call him anymore.
Sounds good.
All right, great job.
No problem.
Manufacturing Renaissance is on here.
Hey, Tara. Yep, this is Iris, and Ted is also on.
Hello. Let's see what your stuff
Which one is,
is.
I'm sorry, which one is it in the?
Manufacturing Renaissance.
It's working.
Okay, so it looks like you have some, what was that, 12 applications for pre-screening?
Yeah, I emailed that a while ago. Those pre-screening not complete. Those are not students that are in our program. We can't do anything else with those kids.
That's fine, but the decision was made early on to leave those people up there because we wanted to see where their fallout was. So don't worry about that.
All right.
But the suitability review, if that person.
Yeah, that's another person that I can't, there's nothing I can do to move them over at this point. It doesn't allow me to.
Not suitable or decline to participate?
It won't let me do any of the above.
Okay, so I'll look at that, have them look at that one.
Okay, so it looks like case notes are good. Not case notes, progress notes are good. You just need 25 case notes.
Yeah, I have the case notes, but because I'm in 2 different schools now, it takes me a little bit more time to get the case notes in, but I have the notations, and I'll upload them by the end of the week or next week at the latest.
Right, and I think that's it. Lewis and Clark is next with Sabrina.
I'm here. I just had to unmute me. Okay.
Sabrina, can you follow up with Val? I think I sent you guys an email last week regarding the spending.
Okay.
So can you please follow up with her and tell her to reach back out to me?
Okay.
Regarding the spending.
Yes, she's out of the office today, so I will. And then where does it have? Do you see any other problems on here?
Let's see.
I think it'd be open requests. If there's anything that's really an open request, then yes. Otherwise, we just need to go in and delete the ones that aren't relevant.
Okay.
Other than that, that's a.
Okay. Okay.
And which LE? You're dealing with 2 different LEs, right?
We are. Yes, we've 21 and 22.
That's right. Okay. Yeah. So see if they're moving, adding those services in, or like Natasha said, if it's not, and you need to take away the request, just go ahead and do it as well.
Okay.
And this
so
one,
that the system does.
You have 6 people that are like hanging in the inquiry.
They are. So what we're waiting on is for them to go ahead and approve their enrollment. There was a discrepancy between their tape test date and their enrollment date. And so we're trying to figure out, I guess they're trying to figure out how to fix that because their tape dates were supposed to be before their enrollment date. On all 6 of those students, there was an issue. It was like they took one, either the reading or the math test before, and then the other one didn't get taken until after the enrollment date was put in. So that's what those 6 are. And we're in the process of, I think there was an email sent out possibly to, I don't know who it was sent to. Belinda's been working on it.
Okay. once you guys figure it out, just shoot us something short and sweet that
Okay.
basically says, hey, we got it. Those 6 people are moved. They got services, and then we'll be good to go.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
We'll do the Cabot group next.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes. Oh, so I can talk to you off the computer.
Mhm.
I don't know what happened last month.
So let's see. It looks like 27 people need their progress page updated, and 15 people need case notes.
Okay, so
And then another 15.
after, so for the exits, they all have follow-up services open. What would be the progress update if it's not case notes?
One more. It was a little muffled at the beginning. One more time for me.
Okay, so for our 16 exited clients, they have follow-up services open. So besides that, what would be a progress update for them if it's not case notes?
So on there, so it's the number for progress is 27. So that's including some people that are current.
No,
But
that's
for your follow-up,
27's my entire registrants for the entire program. And of those, 16 have been exited. So I'm saying all of my clients have some type of active service open. So I was just saying, what is progress assessed if it's not the service? Okay, so
if it's not, what was the last one? Sorry.
if it's not services, if it's not having an open active service or a case note posted, what is the progress reflective of?
I know what you're saying. The progress update on the progress page, there is, whenever you go to these customers, if you go to any of these customers and click on the customer and you go to the progress page at the top, it's going to have a great big, I think it's red box that says,
also in Illinois, and just that check that box in Illinois WorkNet.
yeah, because the idea is that, you know, what you're supposed to do is like review all the information, make sure it's accurate, enter a case note, and then
the address and telephone number. Okay, thank you. I'm listening to you.
And then 15 case notes, or 15 people need an additional case note. And then we have 15 open service requests. And you guys are putting in your own IWDS stuff. So
you could probably go through those 15 people and remove those open requests. Or, you know, because you'll need to add them through IWDS.
I'm sorry, say it one more time. If I update the progress report, it should update that service request?
No, as you go through each of those customers, I would look at their progress page, I would look at their services, and you'll see that on some of these, at least on 15 people, there's a request to put something in IWDS. Look at it, make sure that, see if the service is already there. If it's not, enter it into IWDS. And the progress update is just really a reminder to say, hey, it's been 30 days. Has everything been updated? And so it's just a checkbox. Just because you check that box, it's not going to update anything other than just to say, yep, I looked at it and everything's accurate and up to date.
Okay. We'll take care of that today.
Okay, great.
So Misha, just send us something when you guys finish. That way we can go back in the system and make sure that the system's actually showing those updates too.
Okay. Now I still have not been able to rectify why in IWDS you see 27, but when you ran the Illinois WorkNet report, you remember you only saw 25 or 21. It was like 6 people accounted for, and in IWDS I can see them as full registrants attached to us. So I wasn't able to identify the hiccup, but I agree with IWDS numbers that we have 27 registered at some point, and now of those 27, 16 have been exited. So I don't know where the hiccup may be at, just to let you all know that. I don't know if I ever see that in You remember that?
I don't, but if you could send us an email, we can look into it and see just to make sure the numbers are transposing over.
Okay.
The next group we'll go to is Youth Build McLean County. Oh, I also want to remind everybody, for those organizations that have like a few $100s left or maybe a few thousand left in their grant, please go ahead and spend those funds out as as those expenses occur, so that way we can go ahead and start shutting. So we can go ahead and look in the GRS system and make sure everything's zeroed out. As everyone knows, these grants end in June, like the money dies, so we can't move it anywhere. We can't grant any additional grant time because these funds actually die. So we're really pushing everybody to make sure their grants are completely spent. Our goal is to make sure everything's done by May, just so we have June to kind of clean up, get everything together, and start really closing down the grants in the month of June. So please look at that. Like I said, please get with your financial person, because you as the grant manager should know where your grant stands as far as any outstanding costs or anything like that. So please review those as soon as possible with your financial person. All right, Youth Build McLean County. Looks like you have one person for suitability, Tracy, and 7 that are in the pipeline. Where's that one enrolled applicant status? And then 42 people need a progress page update and 7 need case notes. And then it also shows you have 10 open requests for IWDS. Tracy, did you get that? Just, you can type in the chat if you got it. Perfect. Okay. Awesome. So just shoot us something once everything's updated. We I don't know if you were on the call. Perfect. City of Peoria. I don't know if you were on the call, but we're telling everybody they have 1 week to really get these systems cleaned up. We are sending out the old Julio report, so you'll get that today, so that everybody has to fill out that one. I want to go back to the new one as soon as possible, but we have to use the old one right now until we get everybody to clean up their systems. Okay. And then the last one will be Youth Build McLean. I mean, not McLean. Lake County. Sorry.
Hello. This is
Hello,
Dennis.
Devin. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good.
That's good. Sorry I was a little late. We had a AmeriCorps week of service today, so we've been out doing service.
No problem. So it shows 8 people need a progress page update, and then 2 with case notes.
I'm trying to look at that. Where do you see the 2?
Under add case note 35 days.
Okay. Let me see.
So the first number in red is the 8 for the progress page, and
Okay.
then the second red line.
I see these two individuals specifically. I got you on those. That can be arranged within the next hour.
Okay. And then just the 8 progress page, and I thought there was something at the bottom. Let me see.
Progress.
Oh, no, you're good. Oh, yeah, once you finish those, oh, wait. Not
It was up here, the suitability review, I think, and inquiry.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, the progress on majority is I've recently put in some case notes, but I've been trying to keep up with the majority of this stuff. Okay, I see. So I put in case notes for a handful of these students that needed some reviews already, and have touched bases with some of this stuff in regards with our job center contact as well.
Yeah, just to see where we're at with moving them through the system.
Okay. Yeah, we've been working a little bit longer as well to get some stuff completed between entering some information in the not between Illinois Work and IWDS. So I'm pretty sure that much of this should be taken care of within the next week or so. We have some exits that Miss Chris Liskey is working through from a job center, so she can complete the exit forms for the students.
Okay. And then, so once those are done, you're good to go.
All right.
And then, can you go back to the City of Peoria? They're on now. And is there anybody else that is on the phone or on the computer and we didn't highlight your group? If you put in the chat box your organization's name, we can go to them next. If not, we'll wrap up after this one. Okay. So Janice, what we look at is where it says 16 in red, the progress. Oh, sorry, yeah, 2. So if you click on the numbers that are blue, it'll actually show you the student's name and everything, and you can go in and say if those students are not suitable for the program or if they decline to participate, and then that'll move those 2 out of the red.
Okay. Sorry, could you say that again, Tara?
So if you look at the screen, the numbers that are in blue, you can actually touch the number and the student's name will come up. Natasha's not going to click on it because it'll actually bring up the student's information. And then you just need to hit in there if the student declines to participate or if they're not suitable for the program or if you're recommending them for enrollment in the program.
Okay.
So anything in red should be addressed.
Okay.
And you address it by clicking on the number and it brings up the student.
Okay.
Okay. And then where it says progress page update, that's in red for 16. When you click that, it's going to show you all 16 people. You can look at their information, verify that it's correct, check the box and hit save, and it moves that out of the way.
Okay.
Those same 16 people need a case note. So whatever you've done for them within this last month or so, you need to put that case note in there, save it, and it'll move that out of the way. And then it looks like you also,
I just said okay. I was responding.
And then it looks like you have 16 open requests to your LWIA partner. So I don't know if you've asked them to put in transportation, occupational skills, something you have requested to them. So click that and see what's going on and touch base with them to see if they put those services in for you guys.
Okay.
But the stuff that you guys can handle in-house is the progress page and the case notes. So if you guys could do that and then reach out to the LWIA partner for the open request. And like I said, once you click on that number, it's going to tell you the student and what you requested and everything.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, got it. And then we just forward it to you? Or you
can just say, hey, you can just send us an email that says, hey, we've made the updates to the progress page and the case notes, and then we'll go in the system and check and make sure that it came over on our end, and then we'll send you something back that's just good to go, or, you know, hey, we're still seeing this, or whatever the case may be.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is there any other, no problem. Is there any other organization that joined and we didn't go over your progress? All right. Thank you so much for joining us today. We will see you guys in 2 weeks. Remember, all these updates are due next week. We're going to go in the system, and then as soon as we finish this call, I'm going to send it out to everyone but the Julio report that we need updated, and we need those by next Wednesday as well. All right, everyone, have a great day, and send us an email if you have any questions, if you're getting confused on something. If it's IWDS related, please attach Jim Potts to that email. And if it's Illinois WorkNet, please attach Natasha to it. But send it to me and Tammy as well so we just kind of know what's going on with the grants. All right, we'll talk to you now. Oh, Natasha, do you have anything?
Nope, I don't have anything. Oh, the only thing I wanted to say, did I already say it? Because I can't remember if I said it on the earlier webinar or this one. Cody, our programmer, is working with IWDS staff programmers to make some enhancements to the sync, and so they might already be done with them. I don't know. But they, like during this time, we're still receiving stuff from IWDS, but but sending stuff like case notes or something like that to IWDS, you might see a disruption on that. But don't worry, just keep going like you would normally do, and the systems will sync once they're finished with the updates they're making. I don't remember if I said that earlier or not, but there you go.
All right.
All right. Thanks,
All right.
everyone.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great one.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.